What the heck is up with all of these new Arcade1up skins? I just can't get used to this daylight savings. It gets dark so quick. Everything has just been thrown off with me. Welcome to today's video. As of recording of this Monday, November 10th, 2025, it just hit me with the new image of a certain Marvel vs. Capcom 2 reskin. It's not the first time this has happened, and it's not going to be the last time this is going to happen. What does this really mean? How big is it for Arcade1up? Also, there's a sale up to 70% off at AtGames. Now, there's two different ways. Kind of a little weird here with the HD and the 4K. Two completely different ways to purchase pinball packs depending on which device you have. We will cover that as well. But I'm gonna jump into a big home arcade video. Probably the next video, tomorrow's video, be a kind of a little continuation of home arcade. Feels kind of good. This is a stomping ground. This is where we come when we talk Arcade1up. The Delafield Best Buy, currently 29 degrees. Feels like 19. Feels like we're that much closer to Christmas. Nothing like seeing that big price tag. Just walking in. I love this location. Years ago, I picked up my Killer Instinct cab, my first KI cab, the 3/4 scale, right over here. Just pulled in. I think I got T2 and KI from this very store pickup. This has been our go-to Best Buy when we get into the home arcades, usually weekly. Just about every week, make it over to this location because there's always something happening, and it's not just something happening, but big stuff is happening, and that's why it's probably going to be a double header for home arcades. We're going to kind of take a little break from these guys, maybe and the PlayStation guys, and get right to the good stuff, which is home arcades. We have seen a lot of skins, a lot of different skins lately, and it's not that we have never seen different skins from Arcade1up, but there has been more than ever in a short period of time from several different locations, which I'm not going to be able to stop at all the locations tonight. Kind of another reason why I'm going to kind of break this up into two videos, but for the most part cover the whole arcade, well, most of it. But we haven't seen this many reskinning in the same period for a long time. And for a company that we thought was completely dead, how many Arcade1up videos, how Arcade1up is dead videos have you seen? They're not going anywhere. Now, I will get to something, a little disclaimer near the end of the video on who they're really making these for, but for the most part, they're going strong here. And we haven't seen the end of the skins. Whether we're into them or not, there's more to come. So yeah, the Pac-Man behind me, it's another Pac-Man that looks completely different that, yeah, it's gonna attract other buyers. I guess I would consider myself kind of old school. Like, I do appreciate the authentic look, but I do like the new stuff, and I love the new neon Pac-Man. And you can, for the same price, you can get this, or you can go and get the new model. And what I like about all the pricing right now, before I kind of get into the skins, is everything's $4.99 right now. And there might be a little bit of a discount, a $50 discount, maybe $100, but for the most part, you can go authentic looking, or you can go completely different neon look. But first things first, I'm sure you have seen the new Kith. Yes, Kith has come up with another skin on the same, call it the same PCB. They had the X-Men. Now they have the Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and there have been several points that this is like PlayStation 3 artwork or Marvel vs. Capcom 3 artwork. What I like about this is right here, that the whole game reverse, right? You get any of those collectible toys, this is what you see. I love the grid. I like what they did there. I do want to give a shout out to my buddy Skids, my buddy Moat, and Evan for all kind of going over, sending me pics of this, and then kind of just getting into some group text, just kind of talking about this new cabinet. Whether you like it or not, it's something new from Arcade1up. It's not cheap, it's pricey, but it attracts a completely different audience. I mean, this isn't something that Out of all the skins, I don't know if I'm interested in any of them. I love that control deck though. 19K Fox did a great job breaking this down on his last live stream, but just to kind of go over the pictures, this is where they got this from. So this artwork kind of mimics what we're seeing with, call it tiles, checkers. They got it from this. So just throwing it out there. But back to some of the shots here. Like it or not, I mean, it's cool. It's just, it's cool the fact that they're giving us something different. And others that, you know, are trying to, do you really want a replica arcade cabinet in your place? You might if you're into this style. Now, 19K Fox did post today that this is sold out, and it's sold out in a matter of hours at a hefty price of $895. It went out that quick. So just throwing it out there that this cabinet, I don't think anybody thought that this would be around for long. It's good news for us. The fact that a company that we thought was, kind of just holding on to life support isn't really holding on to life support. I mean, maybe, life support compared to, are we into this stuff? Are you giving us stuff like, okay, let's just say a NARC cabinet or a Smash TV? We're not getting that, but we're getting different ways for others to get involved, and maybe, you never know. I'm not expecting anything new, but maybe they would give us something like a different Street Fighter 2 type cabinet or a Mortal Kombat cabinet that we didn't have before. Just throwing it out there. It's going to be repeats, or a Turtles cabinet. I mean, we have no idea. There's other companies, which I want to kind of get into tomorrow, because something just surfaced and it explained to me why certain cabinets have not been released yet and pushed back. There's a reason, and that kind of hit me. Wanted to kind of get all this today, but starting the video off a little bit later today. I'll get into that in a few days of life, things that are happening. But nonetheless, Arcade1up has given us more skins than what we're used to seeing, especially at Best Buy. The Big Buck, the classic Big Buck, and then they went the Big Buck Deluxe. Like it or not, we have a new skin of this, the new skin of Pac-Man, and then all of your classic cabinets. I just kind of have a feel that we might see something. I don't know about a Mortal Kombat 4 cabinet, but maybe like a Mortal Kombat 3 Deluxe. You never know. You never know what's up their sleeve. I mean, they just came up with a cabinet that in their eyes is a success. It's sold out. I don't know how many Kith cabinets there were, and maybe it's more of a Kith thing. Nonetheless, it was a hit. I still think if we get an XL, it's going to be one of these two. Okay, we're gonna see more Golden Tee, or we're gonna see more Pac-Man. I mean, that is a given. Could be a different skin though. What if it was a black XL Pac-Man? We have the pub table. It's kind of brainstorming right now. As cool as like an NBA Jam XL would be, I don't know. I don't know if we would get that. I think there is a size here in the Deluxe that attract a lot more people than me per se that wants an XL. So how do they move them? They keep changing the skins. Jack gets a quick, short visit, but we have more home arcades to talk about, and I gotta run to another place before they close. Off to a little bit of a late start. Kind of said in the intro, about the daylight savings. Technically, it's a little bit later than usual, but still, it gets dark so much earlier. I thought this was doing good, by the way, just because we're here. I read a comment today that apparently the Ghost bundle isn't exactly, I don't know. For me, I don't see any here. So when I say, hey, I think this bundle's doing good, it's because I don't see anything here. But apparently, maybe it's all the controls. We saw a lot of controls, but they might just be gearing up for Black Friday. Nonetheless, that's all the console talk tonight. Coming back to the Mossy Oak Big Buck Hunter skin at Sam's Club. And it's taken me up until right now to realize that they didn't make this for us. They made it for everybody shopping at Sam's to walk up over here and be attracted to this and say, I could see this at home. David Deming asked a question a couple of videos ago and said, do you have a Big Buck Hunter? Actually, you know, I got my Galaga Vault Deluxe from Arcade1up as a review unit. I was given a choice between not this one, but the standard Big Buck Deluxe, Galaga, and Street Fighter 2. Already having Street Fighter 2, I chose Galaga over Big Buck because it's just I didn't think that would fit in my arcade, and that's exactly what I responded back to David, that no, I don't have Big Buck. I just didn't see this. You know, I'm not into hunting. I like to shoot robots, aliens. I just kind of, you know, the Time Crisis, the T2. That's kind of the look I was going for. This didn't really fit that mold, and that's why I didn't go all in. Not that I don't like the cabinet. I just felt that I wanted more of an arcade feel. But they didn't make this for us. They made it for a whole new audience. And you may say, well, that's bad. It's not bad. It's actually good, because the more they make, there is a chance that somehow, some way, they'll actually come out with something that will attract us. Even if it's something that we've seen. What if they did, like I said, what if they did another Street Fighter 2 that we didn't have, a Mortal Kombat that we didn't have? Something, bring back an XL Golden Tee, not with other games. Just give us Golden Tee again in an XL. I think that's the best case scenario, and it all depends on how these sell. How do they do at Sam's? How do they do at Costco? This is going to be kind of the future for what we get from Arcade1up. That's what I was kind of referring to at Best Buy. Is it's hard to just say they're not making this for us. They're making it for the general consumer. But in all of that, eventually, if it's not Arcade1up, it's somebody else that says, okay, fine. We'll come out with a completely different arcade. And that's why we got WrestleFest. That's what's giving us these other brands, these other cabinets, because these are doing good. And it gives us something new, even if it's not Arcade1up. So it's good that they're attracting new clientele. Going back to basic fun, I'm going to cover a big thing of that tomorrow. I'm going to get to the AtGames in just 1 second. But I did see something on Facebook from the Centipede Basic Fund. So Buy Stuff Arcades have saved the day with WrestleFest. But what about Centipede? Arcade accessories. Check them out on Facebook on the Basic Fun Arcade Deals and Discussion. My buddy Robert has Centipede, and he says this fits like a glove. So I've been so focused on WrestleFest, I didn't think about Centipede. That's pretty cool. We have another company making deck protectors, saving the day for something that should have been addressed in assembly. So Basic Fun, it's early in the game for them. Other companies have come in and helped them out. Hopefully future cabinets, which we'll get into tomorrow, will be built just a hair better. We're gonna finish off with up to 70% off at AtGames for both the HD and the 4K, and there's 2 different ways that you can pick up these packs. At first I didn't like this, but you know, having the 4K, I guess I kind of prefer just buying it right through my device instead of ordering it on my phone and then going back and just kind of waiting for that to kind of like, is this going to happen? AtGames has been winning with some of the recent sales, going back to their micro ALP for $325, including shipping. Now their pre-holiday early access sale running today, starting today the 10th through the 16th, so you have all week. Take advantage, up to 70% off of the pack. So, and it says right here that if you have the 4K, it might actually, yeah, right here. If you have the 4K, have to go through the App Store X. Otherwise, the HD, head over to AtGames eStore, which we'll head over there right now. Here are all the discounts, and you're just gonna have to go through pack by pack. You can see that Dr. Seuss Cat in the Hat is 40% off, taking it down from $30 to $18, along with a deal on ArcadeNet. Black Hole, I actually just picked that one up, so I'll have to compare some of the sale pricing to what I just got on their last go around. It was, I think that was that 50% off, so this might, some of these packs might be better. I'll get a better feel when I go on my 4K and get the actual price for that, because these are all HD, but I still have to pick up Space Invaders. Looks like 2 pages for the HD. Now, mind you, the HD is going to be a few dollars cheaper than the 4K. So I actually was just thinking, so that's $6. Bring it down to look at this, $3.60. This might actually be a better sale than the last one because I recall them being $4 packs. I did pick up a couple $4 packs, so what I'm gonna do is fire up my 4K and just kind of see what other packs are on there and definitely pick some up. This is a great time to get some pinball, and you have until the 16th, so it's not like you have to do something today. AtGames with their best sale of the year. I will check out the different options I have on my 4K. If you have a 4K, I urge you, fire yours up and see what the pricing is. It's gonna be a little bit different than what we saw on the email, on the phone, because that is the HD. 4K might be just a little bit higher, even if it's $4 a pack. That was the last sale. Maybe this will be a little bit lower than that, but we'll head over to Costco tomorrow because big things are happening and got a lot to cover. More in the home arcade. I want to thank everybody for watching. Happy Monday, everybody. At least when you're watching this, it's Tuesday. You won't have the Mondays. It's the case of the Mondays. We'll see you guys next time. We'll just finish off with the back side of the Pac-Man Neon. Do you feel good about the skins? I mean, none of this is like new, but with that Kith cabinet, it just kind of like opened my eyes going, oh my gosh, I finally see it. There's so many different skins. Again, and don't forget about the claw machine. I think it's out. I think we'll see it tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. And again, it's gonna help. It's gonna help us. It's gonna help our situation for 2026. It's gonna be a big year. It's like we're going back, not in a bad way, but 2021, 2022, when all these things, we were just trying to keep up. We have a 100-inch TV here. I never in my life thought I'd be standing in front of a 100-inch. I saw an 85 once. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is a huge TV. 100-inch goes for $1,700. I do like the theming though. Caught my eye.